If I am being honest with you, I thought that fitness and everything about this self-improvement was just about showing up when you don't feel like it, right? Yes, you're supposed to be disciplined. It's true. You're supposed to show up when you don't feel like doing the work. But the truth is, if you don't enjoy the work that you're supposed to do, you will not continue it. I was just like showing up to the gym and working out, but man, honestly, it just felt tiresome. I was burning out. I was not even enjoying it. Even when I was running any business that I've ever run, it always felt like a grind. It always felt like just hustling, you know? And I didn't feel like I was actually enjoying it. But now, as you can see, I'm actually passionate. I'm putting in energy and this kind of thing. That means I am enjoying the grind. And so, only way that I've actually been able to make this progress in these few amounts of months, these few months, that's the only way that I've been able to make this progress. So, if you're new to this channel, my name is Shaka. I'm 21 years old and I help young men get consistent in fitness and in their lives. I'm going to teach you how to enjoy the grind, how to make the hustle more fun. All right, so I'm going to give you 4 steps to actually enjoy the grind. Number 1 is to have have friends. I know you enjoy being lonely. I know you're on that Sigma male lifestyle, you know. You're trying to be solo. But the truth is you can't really do anything solo, right? You need people to have around you because as human beings, you know, our minds haven't really evolved so much since the caveman days. So we still have that prehistoric mindset, right? And back then we had to be in a community to survive. That means that our brains are wired to enjoy being in communities, right? To have people around us. And if you are alone, that's exactly how you push yourself into depression. And that's how you end up hating the work that you have to do. And you won't even continue doing it. Right? So if you have friends, you make it more enjoyable, more fun to grind. Like how I have friends at the gym. I'm always here gymming with a bunch of people. And it's hella fun. It's honestly, it's very fun. I don't even notice that I'm working out most of the time. Though, yeah, sometimes it's distracting because you end up talking more than working. But that's beside the point, all right? So, number 2, first, you need to have your friends. That is the best way that you can enjoy your grind. That's why I put it on number 1. Number 2 is to make it rewarding, right? Reward. Make sure that you reward yourself because most of the times I've been working out, not just working out, doing all the work that I have to do, editing YouTube videos, filming YouTube videos, running agency, all these things that I tried in the past. Man, it didn't work because I wasn't even rewarding myself. I was not even celebrating my wins. You need to have times when you celebrate your wins. I like to reward myself in ways that aren't just fun, but they're also productive. There are so many small hacks that you can use to do something like that. Like, why would you reward yourself? Like, if you're trying to be consistent, like, let's say with your diet, right? You're trying to be consistent with your diet. Why would you reward yourself with a cake? No, you're not supposed to do that. You shouldn't cheat just because it's a reward. No, if you're trying to be consistent with your diet, you can reward yourself by eating a whole fish. I don't know, man. Like, eat a whole fish or something, man. Like, do, you know, like something. I don't know, something that's actually good. Like, for example, there's this thing that I like to do. Let me first rub this off. There's this thing I like to do. If I'm doing business or I've made some progress in my business, the best way that I can actually reward myself is to go out. And meet new people. Kind of like networking, if you think about it. But there'll also be women there, so networking with women, I guess. But if I go out, I go to like a hotspot, a public hotspot, like a shopping mall, somewhere. I meet new people, I talk to them, I'm practicing my social skills at the same time. It feels like a reward because I'm taking myself out. So make sure that you have your friends. That's number 1. Then number 2, make sure you have your reward. And then, if you want to enjoy your grind, number 3, if you are trying to actually have fun while working, you must make sure that you have no distractions. If I'm being honest with you, you probably walk the same way that I walk or have been walking, which is you have your phone next to your table while your laptop's on and you're working. And the phone goes off, you get distracted, or it doesn't even go off. Your hand just literally zip, grabs the phone without you even meaning to. Your hand just grabs the phone and you end up scrolling and you end up not working. But the thing is, if you have a distraction less environment, that means that you clean up your environment. If you make sure that you clean up your environment and it's distraction free, you will enjoy the work more. The truth is, I had this concept from Hamza. I've been hearing it from all these like self-improvement guys, these gurus. Right? They talk about this thing called brain points. So brain points is a system whereby, like, look at this. Let's pretend like let's just imagine, right, that you start the day with 100 brain points. When you check your phone, like let's say you start the day and you check your phone, you lose like 10 brain points. When you're trying to struggle and find out what to wear, you're losing another 10 brain points. When you're trying to organize the place for you to work, that's another 10 brain points. When you talk to someone else or some nonsense comes into your head, that's another 10 brain points. And by the time you're ready to start working, you have about like 60 brain points, or like you're pretty much drained. Right? So the thing is, if you want to enjoy your work, you have to make sure that you have a clean environment, make sure you have no distractions, which will help you have more brain points and to retain your brain points. Because we are rewarded with we are given these brain points when we wake up in the morning, and we're supposed to maintain them throughout the day. It's like your energy levels. So if you want to make sure that the work is fun, you make sure that you have your brain points. Right? Because if you waste your brain points, you'll not be able to actually get the work done. That is number 3. So we talked about having friends. That's accountability, having a reward. Make sure that you're rewarding yourself in different ways, however you like to reward yourself, that isn't haram, and make sure that you have no distractions as well. Then number 4, how to enjoy the grind, how to enjoy the hustle. All right. The 4th way to actually enjoy the hustle is, it's kind of tied into the reward, but I will say habit tracker / journal. So I have a journal and I also have a habit tracker. I have both of these things. The reason why I've written these things, let me explain to you. The habit tracker, number 1, it kind of makes it rewarding. Because you see, the thing is, for you to enjoy something, it has to be highly rewarding. It has to give you a good positive response within. It has to trigger some sort of dopamine in your head. So the habit tracker kind of makes it rewarding, whereby every time I do a habit, I go to my habit tracker and I check it off. Right? I check it off. And that gives me the motivation. And it actually makes me enjoy the work that I'm doing, because I'm like, I just need to check it off. It kind of gamifies it, right? The habit tracker is used for, is this a real word? Gamification? Gamification. Yeah. So the habit tracker keeps it like a game, right? That's why the habit tracker is so important. And then there's the journal. The journal is where you write down your wins. It's where you write down your progress. It's where you write down anything. As long as you're writing in your journal every single day, make sure you have it as a habit, right? The journal has to be a habit. Checking your journal and writing there, because your journal is pretty much like, it's a book about your life, your daily life. I like to put my to-do lists in the journal. I like to put my plans in the journal. That helps me to actually enjoy the grind, because I know where I'm going. I know what I've done. I know what I've accomplished. I know what I'm struggling with. I know what I'm achieving because of the journal. So make sure you have that habit tracker and the journal. The app, I've linked it in the description. You can check the link of the description. Sorry, you can check the link of the app in the description for my habit tracker app, which is completely free, but there's a pro version where you get like extra habits. But I don't like to have so many habits. I like to have only like 5 habits on my habit tracker to like, so that I can actually be consistent with it and not burn out. So those are the 4 ways that I have for you to enjoy the grind. These are the 4 ways that I have made for me to enjoy my grind, which you can also apply into your life. So first of all, you have your friends. Make sure you're working out with your friends or you're doing work with your friends. Then you have the reward, right? Make sure that you're giving yourself some sort of positive feedback. Then distractions, less distractions in your environment so that you can have more brain points, right? To actually enjoy your work more, and to gamify it using a habit tracker or a journal so that you can track your progress, so that you can make it fun and engaging to actually do the hard things that you need to do. So thank you so much for watching this video. Man, don't forget to subscribe if you're trying to get more consistent in your life and if you're actually trying to enjoy the grind, you know, and actually make it kind of fun. So subscribe and don't forget to like, comment down below what you've learned from this and which one you actually use the most. And I will check that out because I also want to use this in my own life. So thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video.